Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to another Black Ops 6 Zombies video. Today we're taking a look at the AS VAL Assault Rifle, and I'm going to go over what I think the best attachments are for this weapon in Zombies. So if you enjoyed this short guide, you want to check out more like this one, be sure to subscribe. Let's get into it. Alright, so the AS VAL is one of the best assault rifles in the game currently, and the AS VAL is most known for having extremely high rate of fire. First up, for the optic, of course this comes down to personal preference, but I've really enjoyed the Dobrik MF Reflex. This is a nice clean red dot sight that doesn't obstruct your view too much. Next up, for the barrel, we are going to go with the suppressed CHF barrel. Now what's interesting about the AS VAL, there is no suppressor attachment for a muzzle. There is no muzzle slot for this weapon, so you will not be getting the increased salvage like we would normally go for. Instead, the suppressor is integrated with the barrel attachment, so we get the suppressor for the weapon, however it will be on the CHF barrel. This is going to give us an 11% increase to headshot damage, and it is going to add horizontal, vertical, as well as gun kick to our recoil, so just be aware of that. Next up, for the underbarrel, personally I would go with the Ranger foregrip, so you get the horizontal recoil buff and an additional 8% to sprinting movement speed. However, if you do have trouble with the recoil, you can always go with the vertical foregrip. Next up, for the magazine, we are going to go with extended mag 3. This is going to increase our magazine size to 45, which will actually give us 135 once we pack punch. But we do have 5 magazines, so we should have a decent amount of ammo. Of course, this is going to decrease our reload, empty reload, aim down sight speed, and sprint to fire speed. However, the reload will be adjusted once we get speed cola, and some of the other attachments will help with aim down sight speed. Next up, for the rear grip, I'd recommend the quick draw grip. This is going to give us a 28% faster aim down sight speed. Next up, for the stock, they do have a unique stock attachment, the full stock. However, I just don't see a real purpose to it. I didn't really test it out at all either, just because stat-wise, it just makes more sense. I'd recommend going with no stock. This will give you a 21% increase to movement speed, which movement speed is critical in modern-day zombies. Next up, for the laser, if you guys watch my other assault rifle video for the XM4, you'll know that I really enjoy the Streetlock laser, so that's what I'd recommend here. What this laser is going to do is basically going to shrink your reticle faster when you actually aim down sights, allowing you to be more accurate as you're switching targets or spamming ADS. Personally, I think this is the best laser. And then for the fire mod, the big choice people have is whether to go with rapid fire or the 939 Soviet FMJ. Now, if you choose to go with the rapid fire, you will get a 6% fire rate boost. However, I think that this weapon can actually get away with not using rapid fire because the rate of fire is so fast already. I tested out a couple games using both, and honestly, I think the FMJ is going to go better in the further rounds when you have bigger hordes of zombies that take longer to take out. But honestly, I would definitely recommend the FMJ. If you do go with rapid fire, just keep in mind you are getting a decrease to bullet velocity by about 10%, and you're also getting even more gun kick, horizontal, and vertical recoil. But if you go with the FMJ, the way FMJ works, it's going to increase your penetration damage, which means when you shoot through a zombie, the amount of damage that is going to be dealt on the other side hitting another zombie behind. So shooting into the horde of zombies is going to be able to do more damage. So personally, I would go with FMJ. Overall, the AS VAL is one of the best assault rifles in the game by far. It's really hard to choose which is the best, but this is definitely up there, and this is a popular pick. So again, to recap, for the AS VAL, the best attachments, I would go with the Dobrik MF Reflex for the optic. For the barrel, the suppressed CHF barrel. For the underbarrel, Ranger foregrip. For the magazine, an extended mag 3. For the rear grip, quick draw grip. For the stock, no stock. For the laser, Streetlock laser. And for the fire mods, FMJ. And that is going to be the best attachments for the AS VAL and Black Ops 6 Zombies. If you enjoyed this short guide, you want to check out more like this one, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to check out my last video on the XMG light machine gun, be sure to click on screen now. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.